Hello, Reckoning7 and welcome back to Combat Mission Cold War in this play-by-play head-to-head large meeting engagement, and we're heading into turn 8. And things are very much as we were. We're slowly losing the fight for Zemden, but that's to be expected, as a small portion of our force holds off the majority of my opponents. But we do have a mortar strike incoming. Within the next minute or two, might start seeing some spotting rounds. The only other tweak I made in between episodes, in between turns I should say, was I ordered some of our on-map, I think it's 81mm mortars, to start a targeted line along this hedgerow just here. And that's because we've seen some BMPs kind of come up to this position. They may not wait there. If they continue across this hill line, then we've got a number of toes who have that as a killing field. But just in case we decided to rest on their laurels, I thought I'd start dropping some mortars around them. I'm also conscious that it's only 20 odd minutes left on the clock, and so I want to actively use the artillery I've brought on map. Okay, without any further ado, let's just play the minute and see what happens. The things we're looking for, whether this chap manages to get his stuff together and launch his law. Looks like he's running away instead. We also have a dragon team which may put a second round at this AA vehicle. Sounds like some planes involved. Ooh. Oh, okay. Looks like our dragon team in the field has taken out that BMP. That's good to see. And it looks like there may have been another attempt there. And it looks like our dragon team here has also got a round in. Okay. I saw a few shots taken. And that's our mortars. Looks like they're going to be on target. I will have to try and extract whoever's the surviving members of this team. And that's our dragon man getting an answer for his troubles. Okay, that was relatively action-packed. Right, let's start with over here. So let's take it this is just a BMP hiding in the trees. Yes, he is. Essentially devoid of infantry being used as more of a an AT position. I'm assuming the launch came from yourself. No, it did not. Oh, okay. So our toes back here. It's funny because just before it started, I was starting to question whether I still want to leave all these guys back here or if they were not putting themselves to use. Okay, so he's finally spotted the BMP. Not a problem. Toe out. Beautiful. And for once, the trees don't save them. Front hull, dead vehicle. Excellent. Okay, so you look like you're taking pot shots at my scout, which is not great because he's calling in the artillery strike. Now, we did also see this. Dragon team. The dragon team haven't had another pop at this tank. And that takes out a tree. So this tank has now survived one direct hit from a toe, one toe took out the branches of a tree, and one dragon's taken out the trunk of a tree. They seem to be great AT missile defenses. So he only has one dragon left. Oof. Now, what I find is interesting is, so we've now had 2 toes and 2 dragons have now approached the opponent's forces from these woods. If I was him, I would, I don't know what artillery he's got, but I'd be start hitting that tree line with artillery. But he hasn't yet done it, and is allowing me to kind of take pot shots every now and again. Okay, so that's that one we saw. I mean, the only other thing was, yes, it was a hit over here in Zemden itself from our dragon team. I say team, it's down to one brave man. Buddy's sprawled out on the ground beside him. Missed his first shot. This is his last round. Doesn't let the smoke put him off. Knows he's got to make this one count. And he does, to be fair. Hits the target. Smack bang the turret. Tank man doesn't care. But unfortunately, he's completely, excuse me, phone, completely devoid of ammunition now. And I don't have any more. I don't have any spare in the liquor M113s. So there we go. So we might have to get him some laws. Oh, the one thing. Oh, our friends here who ran away. Looks like they didn't make it. Yeah. See, that's why you shouldn't have run away. You should have stayed and tried to launch your law attack. Okay. Oh, hang on a minute. Is that just a tank shell? Yeah. Oof. I'm surprised they can see these guys, but okay. It might be him he's actually shooting at. Or it could be, I mean, this could actually be, what do you call it, targeted fire. Maybe he is just trying to hit the edge of the woods. Rather than using on-map artillery, he's just going to start nailing it with his tanks. Okay, that could be an answer. Not completely ridiculous. And then no more information of a contact here. I wonder where they're going. Okay. Let's go command phase. So you guys are heading up just to this ridge. Another dragon team. Maybe take some long-range pot shots. You do have one round left, which hopefully you've now cleared the way. Hit that guy in the face. Yeah, you guys aren't seeing too much. These guys are lost. I don't want to get them too exposed. They're just there in case we see some vehicles come around this way. In town, I think it's time to try and pull these guys out, which is a daunting prospect. Really, we're going to have to try and get them to get yourselves back here. And hope there's enough smoke that covers their retreat. I'm not convinced. Oh, and I didn't see that at the very end. Poor Dragon Man gets taken out. Okay. And do you know what? I'm gonna have you guys just hide. So hopefully we'll start seeing shells fall in here which can erode them, but we still haven't really taken out the two tanks. We've hit him a couple of times, but he's not bothered. Oh, but my scouts here were going to become a new AT team. Please acquire yourself one law, two laws? Maybe just one law will do. And get yourself moved back up. We'll set up some ambushes. Otherwise, things seem solid enough over here. I don't think I'm going to make any more changes. But one thought I had was to maybe grab one of these two guys, who aren't doing a whole bunch, and bring them in for potential view to perhaps try and set ourselves up around here. You know, if he's not sent in force towards Denstedt, it may allow us to send in, you know, a scout in a tow vehicle, come around behind and try and get some shots in on the far side of this hill. I think I might do. So, tell you what, we're going to, in preparation for that, don't like to be static the whole time. Let's get these scouts mounted up. We can push them in, and then, yeah, let's take one of these two tow vehicles. I think you probably have the better line of sight because of the hill. I can find the second one. Although having them in pairs obviously makes them a little bit more robust, but I just don't think he's going to put a lot of forces over this hill anymore. surely going to see that as a dangerous prospect. Let's head down towards the road just because it's a little bit more enclosed. And there's definitely a chance that we fall foul of some position he's got, especially if he does have tank hidden up in these trees. So I am under no illusions, but this is a little bit of a risk. And we will break off this way. Get ourselves in here, and then we'll make an assessment at that point, whether they made or not. So yes, risk, but needs must. Good. Alright, I think that'll do us for now. We'll lock this in. I'm still pretty happy with things are going. I'd be happier if I'd killed this tank. But that's another vehicle knocked out. We're not taking huge amounts of casualties. We're not giving up ground too quickly. We should hopefully have our mortars falling. It might take them a little bit longer if these guys are, you know, pinned. And there's a question of whether I should run away with them. I want to try and keep them there until they give the order for rounds to fall. But then if he keeps just indiscriminately direct firing, then that's not really going to work. And there's nowhere else gives you a particularly good view that you can get to pretty quickly. Okay, we're going to keep you there for another minute. And I may regret that choice, but that's what I'm going to call it. Excellent. As ever, please leave your thoughts and down below. I'm pretty happy where things are going, and I'll catch you in the next time.